SeatGeek. For all your ticketed events, from sporting to concert outings, SeatGeek has you covered. They even conveniently color-coded each ticket on their website from amazing to worst, so you can easily know which are the best deals. SeatGeek, the smart way to buy. Save $20 off your next ticket purchase with the promo code. Hey, everybody, I'm your host, Derrek Tuszka, also known as the Big Cat. My cool cat, put the paws up. If you're rocking the Big Cat today, we're going to talk about the Carolina Panthers. Deep in the draft, sleeper pick Derrek Tuszka, and we'll talk about it. Before we get started, do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? Yes? No? Maybe? Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love them? Yes? No? Maybe. If you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers, give me that dab. Tonight, we're going to find out about Derrek Tuszka and why I think he could be the next TJ Watt. Let's get into it! Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Now, before we get started, I gotta give a couple shout outs. Shout out to Andrew Pereri. Andrew Pereri says, Big Kite, where's your hat at? Yeah, listen, man, I want to say thank you for your concern and thoughts, and I'm glad that you're attentive. I like my audience attentive. Yes, the Big Kite busted out of his big hat. But I do have one coming here Thursday. It should be here Thursday from Amazon. It's coming from California, so there's a little bit of a delay, given the circumstances, but it'll be here. Thank you for your concern, and thank you for your awareness. Now, back to the topic at hand. A shout out to the King. The King says, Big Kite, can you please do one of these Derrek Tuszka videos? North Dakota State kid is a beast. And on the edge, I think we can get him in the 5th round, but honestly, I think he's better than that. I like the way you think, the King. Let me tell you something, man. Some of you guys should apply for GM, and well, I'm doing the legwork, so I need to apply for GM. So if you're looking herny, if you're looking tap, go ahead and give me the beast replacement. If you look up your screen right here, according to the NFL Combine, he's in North Dakota State, 6'4", 251 pounds, 34 and a 38.
The fuck is he talking about?
What the fuck am I talking about? 31 and 38 hand reach, arm span reach, 9 and the 7/8 hand speed reach. And also NFL.com got him as a 5.8 out of 10. They say he's a backup or a special teamer. Okay. Now, they get it wrong. If you look back up on your screen again, at the Combine, he ran a 4.79, and I tell you what, it shows on that goddamn film. Had a 24 bench press of 225, 33.5-inch vertical, broad jump of 120 inches, cone drill, 3-cone drill, 6.87 seconds, 20-yard shuttle. He had a 4.34. My God, huh? Let me tell you something. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I'm at the toot tonight. Because guess what, man? If you guys haven't followed me in the past, there was a guy that came out of Eastern Michigan that reminds me so much like this guy. You ever heard of this guy by the name of Max Crosby? If you look up on your screen right here, Max Crosby came out, and he was a guy that NFL Network said that he was going to be a backup or a special teamer as well. Matter of fact, they gave him a 1/10 of a point better than this actual guy. Their measurables are actually quite similar. 32 and a 7/8 arm span, 255 pounds, 9 3/4 hand size, 6'5". Again, slim, long, lean kind of guy. Shout out to You Mad Bro. You Mad Bro said he told me to check him out as well. And I did a film. If you look up on your screen again, please, when the Big Cat is right, I'm right, and I got to toot my own horn. If nobody watched that video, I think I got like 850 views off of it, but I said this guy was going to be nice, and we passed up on him. And again, if you look up on your screen, let's see his career. Let's see what he did last year as a rookie. 47 combined tackles, 11 assists, 10 sacks. A guy who's taken in the 4th round. Take him in the 4th round and put those kind of numbers up. And again, man, let's compare him to Brian Burns. If you look back up on your screen again, my man Brian Burns only had 19 tackles. He was taken in the 1st round, 7.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble. Again, if you pay attention and do your homework, you can strike gold late in these 4th and 5th rounds. So, I mean, again, I'm super excited. When you see on tape about this kid is listen, he's playing on Red Bull and 5-Hour Energy drink, okay? That's not Gatorade in his cooler. He doesn't have Gatorade. This guy is a demon. And I mean that in the most respectful way. He's a demon. He's possessed. Flying all around the field. He doesn't know when to stop. His motor, listen, no disrespect to James Lynch. I did a video on James Lynch, and I questioned his motor. He's a big, strong guy, but I questioned this guy. Listen, ain't no question about it. He's drunk with lust. He's lusting to make a play, and I like that. I like that a lot, man, because if you give effort, you will be put in situations that normally your talent doesn't put you in. Or your talent could get you in if you were that talented. But this guy is amazing, man. One of the things that I like about him is, again, his motor. Not only does he have a high motor, he can cover the screen passes. He can cover the flats. You're going to see when he's out here covering running backs out here in the flat like a linebacker. That's one of the reasons why I think he could be a TJ Watt. A couple concerns, though. A couple concerns is, you know, he doesn't seem like, and listen, I got it wrong against Brian Burns. I said Brian Burns was going to get his ass washed in the NFL, too. I said he's not big enough, okay? So, I kind of seen the same traits here with him. At times, he's not big enough to fight off some of them big offensive linemen, but it turned out okay for Brian Burns, and it turned out okay for Max Crosby. So, today, I'm going out on a limb. He's going to be fine. He was going to be fine. But again, I mean, even if that is one of your concerns, you can move him back to linebacker. I mean, he's so athletic, he's gifted, so talented. He just, I mean, he can float. He floats on film. He gives that effort. Now, he may not get off every big-ass offensive tackle. He may not be able to fight through all that mushy trap, pull, guard, fullback kind of stuff. But if you use him right and allow him to be on that edge, he's going to eat. He's going to eat a lot, man. So today we're going to look at two tapes, Illinois State and South Dakota State. And before you guys start laughing, shout out to South Dakota State. Go look at that game. I mean, those guys got some backs, and they got some receivers. Number 15, and both of their running backs are studs. I mean, they could really, we need to be recruiting some of those guys. But again, I like him. Another thing that I have an issue with him about is, and again, these are small things that can be fixed. Sometimes he plays so fast that he doesn't like to read. You know what I mean? And that can get you in trouble. He ended up giving up a touchdown on one play. He ended up giving up a big run on another play where he just flies in there. He's so gifted, he just flies. He flies in there and he doesn't look up. He's not trying to read shit. And he gave up a touchdown. So, I mean, minor fixes. I mean, this guy's talented. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and look at the tape. Yeah! So, on this first play, you're going to see why I kind of want him to be like an outside linebacker-ish. But, I mean, I don't mind keeping that defensive end. He can do both, man. If you look up your screen right here, why is it that he looks so smooth like butter? I mean, he's covering the defensive end. Look at his sense of change of direction. He's coming off the line of scrimmage with his hands down in the dirt. He just pops up. He moves fluently. And he's covered his running back like a linebacker. And he makes the play on the ball. Yes. I'm getting aroused emotionally, man. I mean, this kind of stuff I love, man. A big guy, 255, 251, 6'5", just move fluently, man. He's not lost in space out there. He can do it all. Again, this one really excites me. With us losing some of our best edge players, Mario Addison, who else we had out there? I think we had Gerald McCoy playing that 3-4. I mean, this guy's a young stud. This is the Max Crosby. Listen, Carolina Panthers, if you're not listening to anything else I say, this is the Max Crosby of last year. The guy can move around. He can play edge. Not only can he play edge, you probably could stick him back there at linebackers on a couple plays.
Yes.
Now, everybody knows when it comes to a good defensive end, you got to be able to stop the run, but you also got to have a good sense of direction and athleticism. If you look up on your screen right here, look at this change of direction. They're running the screen. He flies upfield, and look at this. He immediately stops. He changes direction, and he knocks down the guy right in time. I mean, athletic. This is, again, like I said, when I was looking at the James Lynch film, I didn't see that. You know what I mean? I didn't see that change of direction. This guy got it. He got it. You know what I mean? The ability to recognize the screen, to be able to commit to the screen, and then break off your commitment and change directions on a drop of a dime and still make the play, that speaks all to his athleticism. I love it about it. Again, there are times when he flies the field, but there's times like this where he really allows his athleticism to take over, man. This is something we've been missing last year. We didn't necessarily have that last year, and I definitely think he can get to the quarterback. I know he can get to the quarterback, but I definitely know that he also can stop little screen passes, little out routes, stuff like that. You know what I mean? You don't want a big, bulky defensive end out there that can just stop the run. You want a guy that can do it all. So on this next play, I got to bring him down a notch. Like I said before, there's times where he's so fast and he plays with such high energy, he doesn't read his keys. He just flies back there. If you look up on your screen right here, he's the defensive end at the bottom of your screen. And look, anytime an offensive tackle blocks down, be prepared to expect a lineman or pulling guard to come your way. All right? So what they did was exactly what I just said. The offensive tackle blocks down. The guard is pulling his way. Not only is the guard pulling his way, the fullback is coming straight ahead to pick off the linebacker. You got to squeeze that gap. Okay? You cannot go flying upfield. In your mind, as a defensive lineman, we are taught, if a offensive tackle leaves you alone, expect for something to come the opposite way. And that's when you got to squeeze down the line of scrimmage, prepare to block, to take on a shoulder with that offensive lineman, and then bust up that goddamn running back. But instead, he flies upfield, and he creates an alley. And when you create alleys, you do shit like this. So, again, these are minor fixes. He went underneath the pulling guard instead of taking him on. Take on that pulling guard, blow him in the fuck up, squeeze that line of scrimmage, and bust up, make you a play, be a hero. Instead, because he flew upfield, he made it easier for the fullback to lock onto his linebacker and get his shit blocked and give up a big play. So, again, there's a times where he gets a little, dare I say, a little ADHD-ish. He gets a little too hyper, but he needs to work on sometimes just sitting down there reading it. He's athletic as fuck, man. If he slow his brain down a little bit where he can sit back there and read, I think he'll be just fine. But these are a little bit of things that worry me.
The fuck was that?
All right, let's go back to the positive. If you look on your screen again, this is what I'm talking about. We need some dogs like this. Take on the fullback, blow his shit up like TNT, fight off of him, and make the play. If you look on that screen right there, that's what happens. That's what happens. Look. The fullback latches onto him. He's not sitting there. He's not trying to take a picnic with him. I'm trying to knock you off of me so I can get to the ball. He doesn't stop. Keep your feet moving. Keep your feet moving. Keep your hands moving. You need to be a little wiggle worm. Blow that goddamn fullback up. Fight off of that fullback. Find the ball. And that's what he does, man. How many times have you seen, our D linemen, once they get latched on to by an offensive guard, tight end, or whatever, they just going for the ride. They're getting their asses washed. You know what I mean? This guy's not about getting his ass washed. He's a dirty MF, okay? He gets blowed up, gets off that guy. He's not finna let you wash him down. He's gonna fight, move his hand. He's gonna make that play against your will, and it's gonna make him look good. I like this guy. I'm high on this guy. I think we can possibly get him early 4th. I think we can get him early 4th, if not early 5th. But I doubt he hangs around long. He's gonna be a sleeper pick, man. I'm telling you, Carolina, please. Don't trust Hurney. Trust me, all right? Get him in the 4th or possibly early 5th. But this guy's the Max Crosby, and you've seen what he did out there in Oakland this year. Oh, my goodness, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. When I tell you E-F-F-O-R-T, E-F-F-F-O-R-T, E-F-F-O-R-T, and effort was his name. Or if you look up on your screen right here, look what Mr. Tuscany does. He destroys the offensive tackle. Quarterback think he want to be Mike Vick. Guess what he does? I'll be J.J. Watt on your ass. He fight effort. Effort shit. Yeah. Hell yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Effort. I want to win. I want my glory. And his glory will be seen. I want to win. Listen, you cannot teach this. You get some people in the NFL, they get complacent, they get that hot little check in them. They go out there and buy them a Rafe, Maybach Rafe or some shit like that, and they get complacent. This guy is hungry, man. He's young, he's athletic, he doesn't give up, he fights through it, he misses a tackle, he keeps moving, and on tape, he glides through tape. Look at him on tape, he glides. He's fluidly with it. I mean, his hips are flexible, his speed. You cannot teach this, he's a gift. I love it, man. I'm not going to let this one get away. I got it wrong with Brian Burns. I'm going to get it right with this guy. We got to get him, man. You can't teach effort, and I love it.
You like that? You like that?
So on this next play, you're going to see that speed and low center of gravity back on display. If you look up on your screen right here, look, man. I mean, he teaches the goddamn tackle a lesson, low center of gravity. He plays with those hands. He got good hand play, low center of gravity, and he just beats you, man. He runs a 4.79, and I mean, listen, it looks like he runs a 4.6 on tape. He plays low. His motor, I cannot stress that enough. His motor, along with his technique, man. I mean, it just look, man. It's beautiful, man. It's like looking at the Grail, man. I mean, and he causes a fumble. I mean, it's like looking at the Grail, man. I mean, oh my goodness. And a lot of people are going to look past him because he played at North Dakota State, which is kind of like the powerhouse of the smaller schools. But my man deserves it, man. He deserves to be higher than what he is. I know a lot of people, again, they're going to say because of the competition, maybe possibly him being a little underweighted, 251. But again, Max Crosby was 255. Brian Burns was a little lighter as well. And both of those guys have maximum production out of them. I'm on them. I want him, y'all. And listen, you can't teach technique, you can't teach low gravity, you can't teach high motor.
Message.
Say, yo, Big Kite, yeah, what's up, man? How's he on the goal line? I tell you, look up your screen right here. If you look at the bottom left hand of your screen, you'll see him down there standing up, if I'm not mistaken. And look what happens, man. If you can't get to him, crash the party. This is what you're taught. If I can't get to your ass, I'm going to take that tight end, fullback, or whatever you're trying to send my way, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to stuff him back in that hole to where he's going to be laying on top of your running back. Again, you got to love it, man. You got to love the technique. You got to love the awareness. And again, man, there are times like this that really, you know, he's a little lighter. He's a little lighter, okay? So I understand why they have him standing up more like in the linebacker position, but he still finds a way to be effective.
I ain't got a good brain.
Now let's go back to the goal line where I got to reprimand him. If you look on your screen again, this is what I was talking about. So athletic, so gifted, he can fly back there. And he literally run past all of his keys, man. You see the tight end blocking down from you, you literally go inside. Just stay at home, man. I mean, you crash down and work the first go around. Stay at home. If everybody's blocking down, what did I just say, people? If they're blocking down away from you and nobody's touching you, expect something to come towards you. So this is where he needs to really learn to stay at home. He's athletic as hell, so I mean, he definitely can make up ground if he need to. But just stay at home. Stay at home, and he almost scores, but thank God, you know, his cavalry was back there, the safety linebacker was back there to help out. But it does concern it. Sometimes he plays with too much edge. Need to take a little something off of him and play with some discipline, man. There's time where he had a couple discipline gaps, but it's not enough to worry me. I'll tell you that right there. I'm still rocking with him.
We live by another day.
All right, so let's move on to this rivalry game, the South Dakota State game. Shout out to South Dakota. These running backs and that wide receiver number 15. I think I'm going to do some recruiting on you guys, too. If you look up your screen right here, you're going to see where, again, at the top of your screen, where I say at times he's just a little too small, and it's hard for him to fight off. He gets kind of, you know, blocked. If you look up there at the top of your screen, he can't fight through it, man. He's one-on-one with a tight end, and then a tackle or guard comes around and just logs him. You know, I mean, that is a little bit of concern. And another concern that I had on tape was, you know, he's been injured one time as well. But also, he doesn't play he's not an every down defensive end. They kind of had him in a rotation. And listen, North Dakota State has some good defensive ends because they were making plays as well. He doesn't play every down. So, I don't know if that's because of his size, is that due to scheme, or what. But it is a little concerning right there. Maybe he needs to be a linebacker. I'm not sure. But, again, you'll see where he's not just quite big enough to withstand a direct block, you know, fight off double team, stuff like that. But again, I'm not discouraged. I'm not discouraged at all from him. Now, you remember when I told you earlier, even though you may not be the most physically gifted, if you give effort, it will always put you in places. Well, here's an example. If you look up on your screen, top of your screen, defensive end, he's in a dogfight with this tackle, and he fights, man. He fights. Look at him fight, and he makes the sound. He knows he's not that big, you know what I mean? He's not that strong. But his mind, whoever raised him right, man. Shout out to you, Derrek. His mind won't let him just settle for being blocked. And I like that mentality. We call that dog mentality, you know what I mean? He's obviously losing this battle, but he continues to fight, and eventually he works his way free, pushes up the field, and he gets to the quarterback, man. This is stuff you can't teach, y'all. Effort, and he has the talent to go with it. The beautiful thing about it is, you know, some people who do give a lot of effort, they usually be on the less talented side. He gets a lot of effort. He's on a abundant side, you know what I mean? So kudos to him. Another trait, characteristic that is consistent with the film, consistent with what I see. He plays fast, he lives fast. I mean, he gives effort.
Stick around.
So again, I gotta reprimand him. I hate reprimanding him because I'm so high on him right now. On the goal line, he's being undisciplined. If you look up on your screen right here, again, you see there's nobody blocking you. He just flies into the backfield looking for the run. You got to understand the linebackers have the dive, okay? You as a defensive end, you have the outside containment. He loses containment and he gives up a score here. And you know, again, I'm not tripping. I think these are little fixes. But at times, you know, he allows his speed and his hungriness to kind of overwhelm him. He just need to take it down a notch, especially around the goal line. You can't be taking federal chances like that. Sit back, play your containment responsibility. And linebackers have the inside discipline. If you stay disciplined and you maintain the outside containment, you probably get you a loss right here. So instead, he flies the field, and he has done this a couple times right here. So again, something that needs to be tightened up if you really want to make a name for yourself in the NFL. But again, it's not enough to concern me. I mean, this guy is loaded with talent, he's very gifted, effort and motor. Just some things that need to be tweaked on him.
Is you dumb?
So let's move on. We're down to the final 2 minutes. You're playing your rival. These guys are trying to tie the game up. The daylight is dwindling, and you got to make a play. If you look up on your screen right here, can we all say it together? Can we say dog shit? Yeah! He's a dog. Look at this right here. Beats the hell out of the tackle. Makes the play. They thought it was a fumble, but he didn't make him fumble. I mean, he gets there. Real playmakers make real playmaker plays. And this is what he does, man. He lowers the boom on him, put it right under his chin, make it hurt. Dog shit. Yeah! Playmaker shit. I mean, what more do you want, man? What more do you want now? Throughout this game, he really didn't come alive until the end. Until like the third, fourth quarter, maybe a little bit in the second quarter as well, because they were blocking his ass. Because, like I said, he's not necessarily the biggest guy, but this guy's motor doesn't allow him to accept defeat. You know what I mean? Somebody was whooping my ass, well, not my ass, but whooping your ass for all 2-3 quarters. By the time the fourth quarter comes, you probably cower out, wouldn't you? You know you would. He doesn't cower out. There's no wimp in him. There's no wimp in him. He continues to fight. And guess what? When the game is on the line, he makes an outstanding play.
And you know this, man.
So last but not least, in the world that we're living in, they're selling 2 for 2s. Mac doubles, buy one, get 2 free. McChickens, buy one, get 10 free. So why not do it again? If you look up on your screen, my man wants a second help in the sacks. Again, game on the line, run it back, and he destroys this offensive tackle. He has to hunt this time. He hunts for his prey, he takes him down. Effort, giftedness, talentness. He has to fight across the goddamn field to get to him. Look at this. He has to fight across the tackle. Then he has to chase this guy down. He lays it out there. I love his, oh man. If I could roll his effort up and smoke it, I will be high, yes. Man, Derrek Tuszka, Carolina Panthers, Marty Hurney, let me help you keep your job, my G. Get this guy, 4th round, 5th round pick, add some much needed talent on the edge, possibly make him an outside linebacker. He could do it all, man. I'm your host, El Grande Gato. Whew. I gotta go take something because I'm hot right now because of this. I mean, hey, if you do not recognize the gift that this guy is, I'm sorry, you don't need to watch football no more. I need to cool the fuck off. This guy's good. This guy's good. I'm your host, El Grande Gato. Also known as the Big Apple Cougar. Pause up. If you're rocking with the Gato, get in the comment section. Thank you to my man, the King, for allowing me to review this guy. Thank you, my G. I like him. Let's do it, man. Get in the comment section on here for you guys. If you want me to do a breakdown of somebody, whether it be a late round draft pick, first round, whatever, shoot me in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let's get about it. Legend Church Shade. Now available for purchase. Keep Pounding TV ringtone and theme song on all your major streaming platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, Google Play Store, and many more. Also, you can order directly from Chadzilla Beats on Instagram. Be sure to follow for all your local instrumentals and beats as well. Pause up and keep pounding.